Let's tap in. Let's tap in. So it is what it is. I'm wilding.
I don't know if you're a real bad guy like that, but it's always room for a bad guy. I was telling the nigga Sin that I was going to the
Hold on, chill, Cam. We're gonna pick something else, something more recent. I'm surprised. The last time they dropped was 3 weeks ago. Word. Wow. So you know what? Let me see You're Welcome. Yeah. Let's see if Cam been dropping on You're Welcome. Talks with Fleet. Damn, Cam. You ain't dropping 3 weeks? He got mad when I asked him to film us. Yo, wait, what? Nah, the last thing he recorded was about the freak offs. And then he hasn't posted since? Should we be afraid? Should we? Hold on. We might need to check and see if Cam is alright. We might need to see if he's alright. Let's see. He posted 2 days ago. Okay. Alright, he's doing fine. You know what I'm saying? He's doing fine. I guess he just ain't dropping a minute. He just ain't dropping a minute. The real story behind the BMF night. Oh yeah, let's see why Drake ain't never. Why you never collab with Dipset? Come on.
All right. I got a question that people been wondering for a little while, including myself. Drake is a big Dipset fan, right? Mm-hmm. He's a fan of all of you. Right. He actually admires you, and he says it publicly. Mm-hmm. Why haven't anybody from Dipset ever did a song with Drake?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I never really asked Drake to do a song, to be honest with you. I don't know. That's a great question. You have to ask everybody in Dipset, but it isn't like I ever called Drake for a verse or anything like that. Like, me and Drake is cool. Just as friends, you know, even to the point where he samples some of our music, we clear the samples, so on and so forth. But to me, it was never a time to present an opportunity where I was like, damn, I need Drake on that verse, or I need him to do a chorus, or this, that, and the third. Like, just being cool, you know, he always shows Dipset love. He always showed me love, everybody in the group, like you said. But that, to me, the opportunity never really presented itself. For me personally, it isn't like I asked him to do a song and he didn't do a song. I just never asked him to do a song. So that's a great question. I don't know. Just to me, it never presented itself. At least for me, you have to ask everybody else what the scenario is for them. But for me, I never asked him to do a song, and the opportunity just never presented itself.
I don't think he needed.
Well, that was leading on to my next question. Speaking of music, you enjoy still doing music, and do you still want to do music?
I always enjoy doing music, but it has to be kind of on my terms. Like, do I want to go on? Do I want to go on tour for 70 days straight? No, I don't want to do that. Do I want to do an album? Not necessarily, because for me personally, if I'm going to do music, I'm gonna put all my effort into it. I'm gonna put a tour around it, so on and so forth. I toured from 2011 to 2020. I was on tour when COVID hit. When COVID hit, I was in Canada. I had to get the fuck out of there. The shit was the world was shutting down. I was in the middle of a tour, but I toured for 9 years straight, basically off the same catalog. I would put mixtapes out in between that, before the tour. And people would know the mixtapes, Purple Haze 2 I put out in that process as well. But for me to do music full time, I put everything around it. I just not gonna put songs out and say, here it is, or do albums and don't maximize my potential on doing a full album. Not only that, if it ain't the top of the top, I gotta move on to the next thing, the top of the top. Now, will I do music and put it in my movies and my TV shows or my platforms, freestyles here and there? Absolutely, but as far as trying to do music full time and I'm not maximizing tours and merchandise and everything else around it, no, but you'll get some music from time to time, just probably not a full album. Now, Mace want to put out the EP that we did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because it's, you know.
I was just going to ask you that too.
Yeah, 100%. Me and Mace got some dope music. Whenever he wants to put it out, we can put it out. I'll definitely do that. You got to think about this. You haven't heard of Mace. First of all, you ever heard a Mace Care record in 30 years? Not that long, but yeah, 25 years. We actually have never done a record together where we're both rhyming. He's doing the chorus on a record that I'm on, but you've never heard a record to where you hear him rapping and hear me rapping.
That's crazy. We dead have not heard that. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. They doing a good job with the show. I feel like that's why he probably not even worried about music, bro. Because when you seeing so much success with having your own platform, then it's just like, what's the point of even doing music? Like, you little for It Is What It Is, and you got your own side shit going on with the Yo Welcome Network. So it's like at that point you just doing the music for fun. Like, it's like, what is the point? Like, there's no point in really doing the music. You might as well just stick to what you're doing. Stick to the podcast. Stick to the show. Like, so it's like, nigga, you lit, nigga. You lit. But I want to see what them Cam and Mace tracks is looking like. I want to see. You feel me? I gotta see if the music is still gonna hit, cause it's like, bro, the tracks from the past is like it's too much heat. Like, how you gonna come in this era trying to like make music that's better than that? At this point, it's like it's hard to compete with yourself sometimes when you set the bar so high. So it's like I feel like it's gonna be difficult for him to even try to get on that type of time when it comes to the music, bro. Like, shit, that ain't gonna be easy.
So that's the only time I would probably do music full time. But I'll put shit out, freestyles here and there, songs that I've done. I put in soundtracks for movies or theme music for television shows, because I got a lot of entertainment shit that's going on moving forward. But there'll be music in it.
Talks with Flea. Talks with Flea.
They wanna hit my hoe. She want that bread for sure.